Hello listeners, welcome back for another interesting story. Leave your thoughts in the comment section.
I fathered a child during an affair 12 years ago. The mom went to hospice within the last few weeks. My wife Carol 38F and I 40M were not married yet that time. We were together. And I bought a house about 13 years ago. She was basically living there. We have been married for 10 years. We have 2 kids 10M and 7M. Things have been fine. Just family life. I have not cheated on my wife while we were married. A woman Shelly 35F who lives in our neighborhood. She is a friend these days. Her and her ex-husband bought a home basically around the same time. We met at various events, garage sales, etc. in the area. I had the house for a year, and I lost my job. Carol was de facto living there. She was staying with me 20 days a month. She still technically lived at home. So I decided to get my insurance and real estate license, just in case I couldn't find work for an extended period of time. Shelly wasn't working either, so she kinda just tagged along and worked on getting one too. Well, over the course of 5 to 6 months, me and Shelly were fooling around a couple times a week. Shelly became pregnant, so we stopped the situation. It never really occurred to us that it could be my child. We were using protection most of the time. So about 2 years later, Shelly and her husband split. He skips town, basically has had no contact. He came by during the holidays a few years back for a couple days. I understand he has no relationship with their son. He doesn't pay child support. Shelly, Carol, and I are all friends. We haven't revisited the relationship at all. I honestly forget it ever happened. Shelly ended up using her insurance license and real estate license. She makes ends meet. I didn't need mine. I found a job working at a local school district, teaching and coaching some after-school sports. Carol is veterinary assistant. Fast forward later, Shelly was diagnosed with an aggressive form of ovarian cancer about 2 years ago. She fought but finally decided to go into hospice. Her son is basically like a cousin to our kids. They aren't friends, but he plays on the same teams with them. He has been on family vacations. When Shelly goes out of town or has to work late, he stays at our house. Well, upon her choosing hospice, she decided to give guardianship to me and my wife, so that way we can handle his affairs. While they track down the ex-husband, there has been an ongoing joke that we have 3 kids over the years, which was always funny. But I noticed the kid is pigeon-toed like me and has very distinct, very large front teeth that run in my family. My wife was surprised she gave us guardianship, but Shelly's reasoning was he wouldn't have to change schools and he knows the family. So, I started getting nervous. I asked Shelly, is her son mine? She said she used to think no, but about 3 to 4 years ago she started realizing I probably was. So we started discussing what's going to happen. Shelly said she has no interest of knowing who the father is or telling anyone about our relationships at this point. My marriage is okay. I don't want a divorce, but I'm basically backed into a corner. Shelly has her house and a life insurance policy. She wants the proceeds of sale to fund his college education and the insurance policy to help him buy a house. It's about $500,000 to $750,000 between the two. Depends on some finally estate matters. So I get a paternity test on Shelly's son. It came back he is mine. We have about $10,000 and $14,000 saved for our kids' college both. I am 100% sure this will end my marriage, and my newfound son could suffer financially. I view it that I have 2 options. Divorce my wife, I take care of my son, and co-parent with my other 2 children. Stay with my wife, say nothing. View this as a windfall to my family, use it to fund the other siblings' education, and give our family some much-needed financial cushion. Would I be the a-hole by doing this?
Here is my 2 cents. He is a damn a-hole here. First of all, he cheated on his future wife that bore him with a child, and even keeping her in their inner circle. There's no coming back from that. That's so messed up. Secondly, for thinking that the money for Shelly's kids' future would be their family's windfall. This guy never fails. I would maybe accept if they will use a small percentage as the kid will live with them, but thinking it like it's for their own kid's future is crazy. Overall, he should admit his affairs and his newfound bio child to his wife and deal with the consequences. That's for his wife to decide what to do next. Though it might destroy their marriage and their kid's life as it is, the wife deserves the truth. That's just my opinion.